Telconix Green is an initiative of Telconix Incorporation. It's an innovative platform that is supported by enhanced telecommunication to allow farmers, especially in rural community, profile their businesses and manage the information flow that is within their businesses. The platform is also designed to help farmers access market, help them manage challenges like climate change and then factors that may affect irrigation that probably will not allow them plant in season, and also help them monitor and then manage the level of soil and the fertility of their soil. Now our focus is on sustainable agriculture, solving the problem of the poor with the explicit goal of revitalizing the attributes of smallhold farmers in rural communities. Telconix Green was vetted out of our interest in using our expertise to solve some of the dreaded problems facing the rural communities. As a telecommunication person, and then with our short knowledge in using ICT to implement and solve issues, we think agriculture in Africa has been underutilized, and then the invent of information technology and ICT tool could help build and strengthen the agricultural sector, especially in Nigeria. Now we are focusing more on agriculture because of our background, because of we've been able to make in a short time. In the future, we are also looking at impacting the area of education and also in the area of health. It is sad that in Nigeria nobody is trying to show interest in this profession, but we are creating an innovation that will keep them alive and yet try to create a shift from other industries into the agricultural profession. Like I said earlier, our focus is on rural communities, and the idea for Telconix Green is to solve the problem of the poor, is to solve the problem that rural farmers might be facing. It is sad to let you know that today in Nigeria there are a whole lot of threats that are facing the country, and as a result farmers are not benefiting from it at all. Examples are the issue of mass starvation and food insecurity. This has led to tremendous issues in rural communities. For instance, it is sad to let you know that about 114 million people in Nigeria are poor, and then in the recent statistics it's also showing that about 93 million persons in Nigeria live less than $1 a day and also go to bed hungry. And it's also stated that about 45 million youths are unemployed. This is extremely above average. The Telconix Green innovation is here to solve some of these problem of demography, problem of disparity, and then problem of development in the Nigerian context. We are here to bridge this disparity, the disparity between the rich and the poor, the disparity between rural and urban, and then disparity between the illiterate and the educated. In my short journey, I have seen the best brain in this world solve the problem of the rich, who necessarily do not have problem to solve. Now, what beats me up, what eats myself up, is who then will solve the problem of the poor. Now, the Telconix Green innovation is set out to focus more on the poor people in rural communities, the poor who don't have access to good road, who don't have access to good water, who don't have access to eating good food. This innovation will not just create development in rural community, it will also in the event spur significant job creation, and of course the end product will be national development. and then we can meet the target of sustainable life, of sustainable agriculture, which is our focus now, and also better way of living. Ideas and innovation is very essential, not just because of its economic importance, but also I think it's a way to use in building a more sustainable and inclusive society. Telconix Green is going to be taking advantage of globalization. It's going to be leveraging on the various technology that are extended at the moment in solving problems, especially various technology in telecoms, in USN, and then in cloud, to see how we can integrate them together to encourage, to solve, to teach, to enlighten rural farmers, and also meeting their needs. For us, it's about innovation, it's about enhanced telecommunication, it's about ICT tools, it's about the poor, it's about development, it's about sustainability, and then more importantly, it's about life, a good way. For us in Telconix, we believe innovation and the internet and the event of digital divides have come to provide an opportunity for us to understand and manage the market trends in businesses, and also the flow and input as regards the consumer. We are developing an ecosystem to solve some of the dreaded problems rural farming in Africa generally are facing. The whole idea is to see how we can sustain agriculture, develop agriculture, and encourage more investors and youth interest into the process. The digital sector is becoming very key. The internet is becoming very, very essential. And then following the release of the Nigerian National Broadband Plan by the federal government, where agriculture seems very imperative, with our own innovation and then strategies to see how we can build a more sustainable life and then a more sustainable agriculture for the nation, we will change or perhaps invent how farmers trade in a competitive world. At the moment, we are working to create a low-cost marketing and evaluating strategy in reaching benchmarks, a way to identify the method that will work and the method that will not work in the process of delivering this project. This is done by getting involved in high-level public relations and community activities. For instance, is our CAF project. The CAF project is an initiative of Telconix Green. It's a part of Telconix Green that was designed. The meaning of CAF project is connecting Africans, farmers and fishermen. It's a model for reaching out to rural community farmers and fishermen, and also enlightening them on the innovations and the platform behind Telconix Green. In this process, we had the opportunity of giving out mobile phones to some of the farmers living in rural communities, some of the farmers that we think they could not afford mobile phone at the moment. And it's also a way for us to reach out to the community. It's a way for us to start and begin to impact the life of rural farmers. Besides, we are committed to regular networking and volunteer activities to allow us get or to allow us understand clearly the benefits that is going to be applicable to these rural farmers that we are reaching out to. And also we have devised models to help us frequently get updates on the impact of Telconix Green to the rural community. For us in Telconix Green, we are not just building a business, we are opening the rural communities to globalization, and then more importantly, we are building a nation.